Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Pro Wrestling Report Friday. Damian Nelson sitting alongside Linda Kay, the lovely Linda Kay. Linda, how does it feel to step outside of the event center?
Feels good. I'm sitting in this chair. It's a little different than
you don't fill the chair out very well.
Oh.
Dave's,
I got raised up a little bit, though, so.
He's got America chair, so. We're here to talk about what was a very eventful Impact last night.
Yeah.
Linda, Hulk Hogan quit. He quit, walked out on Dixie Carter. Team Dixie has got some splaining and fixing to do because Hogan, no longer part of TNA, which probably, folks, is the real story. That could have been Hogan's actual send-off as his contract has expired with Impact Wrestling. And while nobody's sitting here saying that wrestling in general is better off without Hulk Hogan, TNA Impact Wrestling currently is better off without Hulk Hogan. No fault to Hulk Hogan, no fault to TNA, no fault to Spike TV, no fault to the fans. Just didn't work. Not always going to be as successful as you may think you will have been. But Linda, will you be more or less inclined to watch Impact Wrestling on Thursday nights on Spike TV, knowing that Hulk Hogan has quit?
Well, I know you said that TNA would benefit from Hogan's absence, but
financially.
But to the common fan or to those in the whole wrestling universe, I think it would hurt.
The common fan who's already not buying a ticket to go see TNA,
okay,
the common fan who's already not buying the pay-per-view, the common fan who's already not tuning in to Impact on Spike. And by those three measures, I mean more so than they were when Hogan wasn't there.
But, I mean, say you're someone who doesn't catch Impact every week. But if you're just tuning in, you want to see the icon, you want to see Hulk Hogan. But will I personally miss him on Impact? I mean, lately he's just been coming out doing his segments, and I don't know if it'll make so much of a difference to me, but
I got to say this.
Who doesn't want to see Hulk Hogan?
Look, I had the pleasure of meeting Hulk Hogan a few weeks back, and let me tell you, as a fan, as a lifelong wrestling fan, that moment was substantial, significant, and important to me. I'm standing there talking to the man, and we're at this point just shooting the crap. And I'm like, it dawns on me, I said, I'm having a conversation with Hulk Hogan, arguably the biggest man in the history of professional wrestling. Oh, yeah. This same fan, this same person that thought that, looks at Impact when Hogan is on and says, I feel bad for Hogan. That's what I think. Not because he's in TNA, but because he's not where he should be. If Hulk Hogan is doing anything in wrestling, it is my strong opinion, it should be with WWE, only because that's the big time, and Hogan is the big time.
It would be great to see him. Fandango, huh?
Yeah, well, Andy's Fandangoing back there. It happens sometimes in the office.
But, I mean, with the time.
You know what Andy is? He's been wearing one of these lately.
Oh.
He's following the buzzards. He's a sheep.
Yes. But to the, whoever I'm speaking with right now, no, I'm kidding. To the point that I was just trying to make, with the timing of everything, wouldn't it be great to see Hogan on WWE right now and just him against Triple H?
Not him against anybody.
Stephanie.
But we don't need to see Hogan in a wrestling match.
Well, no, I mean like in the ring. I meant,
I think we will see that again. We'll see what happens in the evolution of Hulk Hogan and what his story is, if you will, and where he ends up after TNA. He could be back at Impact Wrestling, by the way, for all we know.
That's true. I mean, they did have him come out and quit on the actual program versus just behind the scenes. So let's see what happens with that.
Tonight it's SmackDown. It's the final show before Battleground this Sunday on pay-per-view. And keep in mind, the only reason this guy's ordering Battleground is this doesn't stay on very well with
It stayed on my face.
The reason this guy's ordering the pay-per-view on Sunday is to see Cody Rhodes get his job back in WWE. Beyond that, Linda, I'm not sure anything of note's going to happen, but it could. Make that choice on your own. But no, that Battleground is simply a road bump, if you will, to Hell in a Cell, in my opinion. But this Saturday night on Primetime, Linda, it is an exclusive interview, one-on-one, this guy behind the mask, with Chris Jericho, the rock star, the wrestler, the main event, the icon.
Jazzy.
This Saturday on Primetime, an in-depth discussion with Chris Jericho. So be sure to tune in then, ladies and gentlemen. Until then, for Linda Kay, this is Damian Nelson saying thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you Tomorrow night on primetime.
Follow the buzzards.
What?